don't know what season of life you're in, but I personally find myself in this weird tension of the in-between. And I don't know what you're waiting for or what you're praying for, but personally, I'm not technically considered a young adult at church this morning. The cutoff age for that, they said, is 28. But I'm not yet married with kids. I'm 33, and I just kind of feel like a tween again. I am like, Lord, I'm really trying to do my best to navigate this tension of holding hope and expectation for a future with a husband and babies, but yet wanting to be so content and steward well what I've been given right now, because I know this is where the Lord has me and I want to make the absolute most of it. And so one thing that's been helping me a ton is praying this even if prayer of, Lord, I'm going to hope for that and believe for that, but even if it doesn't happen, I know that you are still good. And this even if prayer has kept me grounded in such a cool way, but also something that I just can't help but start my day in is seek the word for learning more about who God is and his character. And I've been reading the book of Exodus, and specifically today in chapter 34, there's this whole section that talks about the Lord being compassionate and merciful and slow to anger and filled with unfailing love and faithfulness. And it goes on to talk about Moses was talking to him like a friend, but then also it says that he's a jealous God. And it also is talking about how when Moses spent time with him, he was radiating, and he was radiating so much they couldn't even look at him. And I am just so excited that this is the fruit of spending time getting to know the Lord. And this has kept me so anchored and grounded in this season of like, Lord, it's just one day at a time, me and you, baby. I don't really know what else to do other than that, but I'm finding so much deep joy in getting to know the Lord's character and who he is. And last thing I want to share with you is at church today, our pastor left us with this question: do you want a circumstance change, or do you want my peace? And this is saying, if the Lord were to say, do you want me to just answer that prayer for you, or do you want my peace? And at first I was like, gosh, I really want a husband. But taking a minute and stepping back and saying, Lord, there's nothing truly that compares to just having you and being with you and dwelling with you, and all I want is you. And when the Lord is first place, he is the only thing that truly satisfies the deepest longings of our heart. And that just centered me in such a deep way today, and I pray that it does for you too.